Hey guys, Mark Ferrasci and puppies, and Protect Dog Training and puppies. Yay! And what we're doing now is we're just getting the puppy used to having hot dogs. He doesn't have a clue. He doesn't have a clue what a hot dog is. He doesn't know what a hot dog is. So right now I think it would be a, I always hear Michael Ellis, so, and don't drop hot dogs on the ground, because this is where that imprint, we're trying to imprint them, right? So this is where the behavior really set in. They learn things so fast. Good. Good, there you go. So I want to make sure I pick up everything and not let any of it hit the ground, otherwise they'll be searching the ground every time if I do let it go. So, yes, good. So I'm just giving an idea of what's going on, that the food is in my hand, and I've got a bundle of it, okay? The reason I do that is I put a lot more, because that smell is going to be a lot more for the puppy, and it'll be a lot more enticing for him to chase it, right? So I really don't care about one piece, any of that right now. All I'm trying to do is get him understanding the food is in my hand so that we can start luring. Good. Good. And we're not really asking for any behaviors right now. All we're trying to do is elicit chase, because puppies like to chase anyway in movement, and giving them the positive attitude that's in my hand, right? That's all we care about right now. And then we'll start associating the click with that as we go along. So I'll probably be bringing him out at least once a night or in the morning, whenever I get him out. And he will be my main emphasis. We've got the little runt. We've got all three of them with us today. This is a large male that's available. Good. Nope. Good. And just association with that click, right? And right now it doesn't mean too much, but the dots will add up over time. 2 and 2 adds up to 4 with a little bit of work. Good, there you go. Come on. He does not have a clue, but he will after 2 or 3 days. It only takes patterns of 2s and 3s, right? Same routine, same thing. Do the same thing and then branch off of it and build on it, right? Layer behaviors on behaviors. Oops, that's not good, but that's all right. Good boy, good. And that's all we need with him. Done and over with. It's a positive association. That's all you need. The next time you come out and do the same thing, keep clicking and treating, and as he goes along, you'll start to sense, if you pay attention, that the dog is starting to understand the communication of the click means reward, right? Click, treat. Yay, good boy. All right, so you want to look at him a little bit. He's got some nice color on his head. 2 little spots. One spot there, one spot there. It's kind of light. Some nice color, and he's a little larger. He's going to make a good personal protection dog, or a very active type of thing like agility or whatever, because that's what they are. They're drivey, drivey, drivey little boys. Yes, sir. They're drivey little boys. I'm going to put him back, bring another one out. Well, actually, let me go ahead and play sack first. Give him a little association with this. This is all imprinting. It's all this is, right? Ah, good boy. Good. That's our boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good. Good boy, yay, good boy. And they're now 10 weeks old, guys. That's how old they are, it's about 10 weeks. Yesterday was their birthday. Yay, yay. Good dog, good. Good dog, good, yay. Good boy, good. Ah, good boy, good. That's a boy, good. Nothing but positive associations, all we're after. They smell the fabric. There's a thing that's called equipment bias. So if we play with sack all the time, they may not want any other equipment. So we'll throw in some other stuff as we go along. Good boy. And I'm going to get a ball. See if he goes after this. Good boy. And I don't expect him to grab it and bring it back to me at this point, but we're just trying to elicit a chase, right? Good boy. Ha-ha. Good boy. Good. Yay. Good boy. Yay. Good boy, good. Good boy. Good boy. Whoop, he didn't see it. He didn't see it. There you go. Good boy. Good, yay. Short and sweet. That's all we need, right? 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. That's all you need. Just a little bit. So now we're showing him a sack. We're giving him some click treat and a ball. So now we'll do the same with each one. This is little pissy girl. She's just pissing right away. That's the girl that's going to Washington State tomorrow. Good girl, yay. She says, I'm going to Washington State tomorrow. Yes, I am. Good girl. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Good girl, good. Big old handful, so she gets a good whiff of that hot dog, right? Good boy, good girl, good. That's my girl, good. And then chase. Yes, good girl, good. And I've dropped 3 of them. She didn't go to the ground, so that's a good thing. Good. You drop them, they'll end up going to the ground all the time on you, and you got a problem. So we're trying to keep her more interested in me. Good girl, good. Yes. Good girl, good. Yes, good girl. Good girl, good. And we'll throw the ball. Good girl, yay! Good girl, yay! Good girl, look at you, yay! Good girl. She's gonna be a good one. She's gonna be a good one. Yes, she is. She says, I'm going on the plane tomorrow. Yes, I am. Good girl, yay! Good girl, good, yes. Her daddy's gonna come fly in and take her on the plane and fly back with her. Yeah, he's gonna be there for you. Yes, he is. He's gonna be there for you. Yeah, I see you. Good girl, good. All right, good girl, good. They already had that possessive nature. You didn't notice it, but when she ran away, went and grabbed with her paws. Good girl, good. Good girl, good. Yeah, good girl. All right, so I'm going to take her off of that onto a sack. Good girl, good. That's my girl, good. There you go. Good, easy, baby, easy. We don't need all that high pitch. Okay? Yeah, you need to calm it, but that's okay. We don't mind right now. We're just imprinting. That's all we're doing is imprinting. Okay, babies? Yeah, we're imprinting. Yeah. Good girl, good girl. That's good. Oh, that's a full mouth bite. That's it. That's a good girl. Good. Good girl, good. Yay. Good girl, yay. Good girl, good girl. That's a good girl. All right, easy, baby, easy. Come on, settle down. Life's tough, huh? Life's tough. She says, I'm just a meanie much tough. All right, look at this. Oh, good girl, good. Yeah. Good girl, good. Yay. Good girl. That's a neat thing. She ran away right away to the other object. Yeah. And at this point, we're not too really worried about eliciting behaviors or any of that. We're just trying to stimulate the dog's natural instincts and their drives, right? So let's talk about that a little bit. All right, so most of the things you hear me talk about obviously are my opinion, right? I've been doing this a lot of years, so my opinions have some validity to them. But genetic stamp, you hear me talking about it all the time. The genetics in the animal is what it is, okay? You can't get away from that. But as the dog gets older and it goes through these development stages, those genetics are there. They're in the dog. This dog has all kinds of genetics towards chasing, towards prey drive, and a lot of high energy outflow type of drives, right? So the biggest thing though, if I find that over time, if you miss these drives and you don't stimulate them, you don't imprint them with their puppies, you don't encourage them, you don't bring them out, you will not have a dog that is not going to elicit those behaviors when it's older as much, okay? Now, it's not always the case, but a lot of times it's true. My girlfriend is a good example of that. She doesn't like a drivey dog going after the ball, and she gets bit, so she doesn't like it. So she kind of works without that high-pitched drive and getting dogs to get in to drive like that. I want that drive, and I want to elicit it, and I go after it, right? So that being the case, I look at it as toggling on and off, okay? So I take the drive, it's there, I stimulate it, and I basically toggle that to the on position. Okay? Same thing with imprinting nose work or anything else. When you do this stuff when they're young, you're going to be toggling that natural God-given drive that they've already got into the on position. If you miss it, you may not be able to get it to happen later on in life. So a lot of times you'll hear people talking about dogs that are flat, meaning the dog's just kind of blasé and he has no real drive, he has no interest towards things, and he's a flat type of behavior. Well, if you don't do that, you don't toggle those drives and those natural things that are already in the dog, whether it's the nose, whether it's the going after the sack and going after prey and chasing, all these type of things, if you don't do that when they're young, you may miss it and you will have a dog that's flat, right? So keep it in mind. You want to get, you want to get that happening when the dog is young, and you imprint these things when they're young, right? So another one you hear about all the time is what I said earlier about dogs that are equipment biased. If I just took the dog out with a sack and that's all the dog worked on all the time, he may not go after other materials because he's never bitten any materials. So when I work with a dog towards bite work, I want to elicit the dog to bite on anything. I don't care if it's a tree. If I say bite that, I want that dog to bite it, right? So that being the case, I want to work with as many different materials as I possibly can that are used within our trade towards developing the dog towards bite work. So that would be linen that comes from the suits that they use, sacks that have the jute that towards the sleeves, other type of materials that are very common with what we use. We don't want to get stuck on any one thing, so we don't want equipment bias. So we're going to mix things up. I won't do that today. These are just young, very, very young puppies, and all I want to do is elicit and toggle these little drives on at this point in time, right? All right, that's about it. I'm going to bring out the runt of the litter, and I will give him a private, his own video, and I will pull in the video because there's about 3 or 4 of you that said that you really thought that runt would be the one for you. So let me bring him out, and you'll now be able to see the two difference between the high drive female and the bigger male that we have, and then this guy is a little different than all those. He's a lot more reserved. So Mark Ferrasci, Protect Dog Training, and the female that's going to Washington. See ya, ha ha, you little brat.